If you had one piece of advice for another sustainability company, what would it be?
First off, figure out your value proposition. Your ROI can come from there. If you take the time to develop a value proposition, make sure that it has a component to it that really does bring value to your customer, perhaps even in a financial way. Because if it's so broad that it doesn't get into that at all, you may have difficulty getting into an ROI. And maybe you haven't thought through all the pieces of exactly what your system does, or maybe you don't have the right customer or the right market yet. So for me, it's this process of going from a really well-constructed value proposition into how that might financially impact or how you can develop that ROI. And again, that ROI could come from some really interesting places. It could come from things like grants. It could come from advertising on your system. If you have a system that is making the planet a bit safer, a bit greener, that's fantastic. But my advice would be to make sure that you're thinking about the longevity of your business in that overall process. And that means, going from value proposition to ROI.